Hi friends, it's Teacher Ulrich here. How are you today? Great. Thanks for joining me so that we can continue with Lesson 10. Today we'll get into Day 5. In this day, we'll take on Test 10. I just want to let you know that if you look in your test book, you'll see that Lesson 10 has Test 10. There is also Midterm Test 1 and Midterm Test 2. So we'll write 3 tests. Test 10, Midterm Test 1 and Midterm Test 2 before Lesson 10 is done. Great. Let's begin with Lesson 10's test. So you will need this test for today's lesson. This test has 28 questions. The first thing is we'll write our names here. And here write today's date. The day on which you write the test. Excellent. Are you ready to begin? Let's start. First, let's read the instruction. Find a synonym for each bold word. Then fill in the circle next to your answer. What is a synonym? Do you remember? It's a word with a similar or same meaning. Number 1. Harold had a yearning for a pet. So let's find the synonym for yearning. Is it A, dislike, B, longing, C, location, D, puppy? Harold had a yearning for a pet. Yearning is a synonym of B, longing. He wanted it very much. Number 2. Mr. Lombardo thinks that this brand of peanut butter is superior. Let's find the synonym for superior. A, fine, B, chunky, C, worst, D, best. Mr. Lombardo thinks that this brand of peanut butter is superior. Superior is a synonym of D, best. Number 3. We are reluctant to make the long trip. Let's find the synonym for reluctant. Is it A, eager, B, prepared, C, unwilling, D, anxious? We are reluctant to make the long trip. It's reluctant and C, unwilling. Number 4. Photography is one of Job's pursuits. Now, Job is a boy's name. So, photography is one of Job's pursuits. What's the synonym for pursuit? A, skills, B, classes, C, hobbies, D, dislikes. Photography, that's taking pictures, is one of Job's pursuits. So pursuits is a synonym for C. Hobbies. That's right. Hobbies and pursuits. Number 5. Heather, that's a girl's name, Heather will donate $100 to the organization. What is the synonym of donate? Is it A, give, B, request, C, repay, D, lend? Heather will donate $100 to the organization. Donate and A, give. That's right. Number 6. David gave his teacher an evasive answer. What's the synonym for evasive? A, prompt, B, careful, C. Incorrect. D. Indirect. This is a tricky one. Think carefully. David gave his teacher an evasive answer. So it's evasive and D. Indirect. So direct would be I look you in your eyes and I answer your question. Where were you? I was outside. Evasive would be you looking for something else to do. Indirect would be not making eye contact, bringing up other things. So that's a tricky one. Next, before we answer these questions, let's read this instruction. Find an antonym for each bold word, then fill in the circle next to your answer. Do you remember what an antonym is? An antonym is a word with the opposite meaning. Number 7. After 27 years, Nelson Mandela was finally liberated from prison. What's the antonym for liberated? A. Interviewed. B. Arrested. C. Hired. D. Freed. After 27 years, Nelson Mandela was finally liberated from prison. So the antonym, remember, for liberated is B. Arrested, because then you are not free. Number 8. The twins have numerous interests. What is the antonym for numerous? A. Few. B. Celebrated. C. Usual. D. Boring. The twins have numerous interests. So the antonym for numerous is A. Few. Numerous means many. Few, that's all. Number 9, it's over here. The Emancipation Proclamation released enslaved people from bondage. So the Emancipation Proclamation was a contract they signed that freed all slaves. So it made slavery illegal in America, just for you to know. The Emancipation Proclamation released enslaved people from bondage. What's the antonym for bondage? A. Kindness. B. Freedom. C. Concern. D. Home. The Emancipation Proclamation released enslaved people from bondage. So bondage and B. Freedom. They're antonyms. Number 10. Park rules prohibit dogs. What's the antonym for prohibit? A. Mention. B. Forbid. C. Allow. D. Ignore. Park rules prohibit dogs. The antonym for prohibit is C. Allow. Allow. Now, before we answer the next few questions, let's read this instruction. Choose the best way to complete each sentence or answer each question. Then fill in the circle next to your answer. Great. Do you understand? Let's continue. 11. Someone who is your superior is A. Smarter than you. B. Unpleasant to you. C. Someone who teases you. D. Higher in rank than you are. Someone who is your superior is D. Higher in rank than you are. Like in the army, someone who is your superior has a higher rank, or at a company. 12. To pursue an interest is to A. Give time and energy to it. B. Give it up. C. Ask questions about it. D. Talk about it often. To pursue an interest is to A. Give time and energy to it. 13. How could a cat evade a dog? A. By climbing a tree. B. By hissing at the dog. Hissing is the noise the cat makes. C. By scratching the dog's nose. D. By becoming friends with the dog. How could a cat evade a dog? A. By climbing a tree. Evade means get away from. Number 14. Someone who establishes an organization is A. A frequent visitor to the organization. B. The person who creates the organization. C. A worker for the organization. D. Someone who respects the organization. Someone who establishes an organization is B. The person who creates the organization. Establish is a synonym for begin something. Number 15. What could be a community occasion? Is it A. Litter on the streets. B. A small population. C. An Independence Day parade. D. An after-school club. Think carefully. What could be a community occasion? C. An Independence Day parade. So the parade would be in the community. In America, for Independence Day, when America got their independence from Great Britain, every day that year they have a parade in their different towns and states. Number 16. If you were in a debate, who would the opposition be? A debate is a structured argument. So you would have an idea like, which are better, cats or dogs? You debate for cats, you debate for dogs. So then you debate, you argue. So if you were in a debate, who would the opposition be? A. Your teammates. B. The audience. C. The judges. D. The other debate team. So if you were in a debate, who would the opposition be? D. The other debate team. Your opposition, your opponents. Number 17. If tickets for a play are available, then A. They are very expensive. B. They are sold out. C. They are easy to get. D. You can no longer buy them. If tickets for a play are available, then C. They are easy to get. Number 18. He evaded the question. What does evaded mean in this sentence? A. Answered. B. Avoided. C. Resented. D. Asked. He evaded the question. What does evaded mean in this sentence? B. Avoided. Number 19. When you feel reluctant to go someplace, you A. Can't wait to go. B. Don't really want to go. C. Feel lucky to have been invited. D. Feel homesick. If you are homesick, you are in a different place and you really want to go home. That's homesick. When you feel reluctance to go someplace, you B. Don't really want to go. Number 20. Which of the following is a good example of an establishment? A. A street sign. B. A picnic table. C. A restroom. D. A hotel. Which of the following is a good example of an establishment? D. A hotel. It's a building which is used for business. It's an establishment. Number 21. What is the purpose of a pursuit? A. To capture someone or something. B. To check your account. C. To summarize information. D. To state a position. What is the purpose of a pursuit? That's easy. It's A. To capture someone or something. Number 22. In the army, a general is superior to a captain. This means that A. A captain ranks higher than a general. B. A general ranks higher than a captain. C. A general is equal to a captain. D. A general is an advisor to a captain. In the army, a general is superior to a captain. This means that B. A general ranks higher than a captain, much higher. Number 23. The committee established that errors had been made in the lab. What does established mean? This is a tricky one. You need to know the definitions of the word established. A. Found to be true. B. Charged wrongfully. You can be charged with a crime. C. Complained. D. Denied. The committee established that errors had been made in the lab. What does established mean? A. Found to be true. They found it to be true that mistakes were made. Number 24. You and I have spoken on several occasions. We have spoken, A. On several committees. B. On several topics. C. Several times. D. At several presidential elections. You and I have spoken on several occasions. We have spoken, C. Several times. There are 31. I said 28. I'm wrong. 31. So next is number 25. An example of a donation is A. A check for $50. B. A request for funds. Funds? Money. C. A charity. D. A report of finances. An example of a donation is A. A check for $50. If you give that to a charity organization, that's a donation, right? 26. To yearn is to A. Groan about something. B. Long for something. C. Plan something. D. Struggle to get something. To yearn is to B. Long for something. Number 27. To oppose something is to A. Study it carefully. B. Act against it. C. Prohibit it. D. Support it. To oppose something is to B. Act against it. Number 28. What might a cat pursue? A dog. B. Cat food. C. A long nap. D. A mouse. What might a cat pursue? D. A mouse. Let's go back to 27. If you gave this answer, it is wrong, because if you prohibit something, you refuse that it is allowed. But if you oppose something, you just stand against it, right? So it's close, but not the same. Number 29. To have occasional headaches is to have A. Painful headaches. B. Mild headaches. C. Headaches every once in a while. D. Frequent headaches. To have occasional headaches is to have C. Headaches every once in a while. Number 30. If the doctor reassures you about your illness, you will probably A. Begin to worry about it. B. Give up hope. C. Feel less worried about it. D. Go straight to the hospital. If the doctor reassures you about your illness, you will probably C. Feel less worried about it. 31. During the storm, passengers asked the flight attendant for reassurance. They wanted him to A. Give them their money back. B. Bring them food and beverages. C. Tell them that they would be safe. D. Update them on their likely time of arrival. During the storm, passengers asked the flight attendant for reassurance. They wanted him to C. Tell them that they would be safe. Great. And we're all done with test 10. Let's have a look. So today we took on test 10 and answered all 31 questions. Make sure that you got the right answers. Most importantly, make sure that you followed the rules. Friends, that's the end of test 10. But remember, you'll be joining me for 2 more lessons, in which we will answer the questions for midterm test 1 and 2. So first we'll do midterm test 1, then in another video we'll do midterm test 2 before we move on to the next lesson. Great. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.